count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready! 10-2 stop. 55. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And the Colts first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 52. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
8, read. Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans get on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Yo, go. Watch the slant. 53's the mic. 53.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
You don't want it? Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Haywood.
I got you. 59's Mike, check, 59.
Go.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Landry now on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Go.
Football. Finds the mark.
Ready.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Indianapolis.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's McKinley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Squeeze, double up.
Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Minshew. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0.
14. Texans, nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or.
59, Mike to 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Kill, kill, kill.
Yep.
Fresno, Fresno.
5.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receiver. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts 42-yard line.
On the
The
ready.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Mike, check, 59, 59.
Secret.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans nothing.
Ready. Bravo.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's letting it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the
Get it ready.
Here's Breida, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and 10 at the 15.
6-3, 218, chop it. Shoot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Samson Abuka. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
You. Hey, switch gears.
You draw quarters.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike, check. 59.
Good.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Deep rip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready up.
Watch it, and here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Let go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And the Colts, 1st down.
Down. 60 or.
Come on, baby.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4th down. Even.
Now Minshew. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
50, plant.
And the Colts, 1st down.
All day, baby, all day. Mike 55, Mike 50.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Joker. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
A final shot before break. Herbert looking long for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, high 7. Let's go. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go. 8 read.
I got you. Jackson.
80 weapon. Hey, zoom. Ready.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the run.
Now.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Looking for Campbell downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Going for the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal of yardage against them.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? 70, Indy.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Hit it.
It'll be Minshew again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 28-0.
Texans, nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
General West.
Check 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I got you. I got you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now Landry. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads would be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And the Colts first down.
Let's go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Get it.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
To throw again. Herbert. It's Herbert, Brandon Cooks. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Shoot. Safe.
first down. Herbert. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Man, I got you. Hey, check 24. Watch
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Lucky.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 99. Check.
Hit it.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 72 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Down. 70, Indy.
Mike to 59. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Big River.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
Ready?
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Watch the edge.
Get it.
On fourth down, Herbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Now left side on the swing pass. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Ready?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This is Breida. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
A 52-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Go, go! At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Second and 6.
Watch the slap.
Protein, Phil.
Watch the slap. Bang, bang.
because it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,